What's up guys, Klinkguin here and welcome back to another Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare 2 video, and today we're going to be making a little really quick video on my top tips on how to rank up fast in Garden Warfare 2. Now, I get this comment so much. I have been ranking up a lot recently and this comment has been appearing in my comment section a lot recently, and the question is, how do you rank up so fast in Garden Warfare 2? So today I'm going to be giving you guys my top tips on how to rank up fast in Garden Warfare 2. Let me know if this does help you and share it with your friends if they are struggling to rank up as well. So many of you may know, but I have been playing the game a lot, and in the past couple of weeks I've gained about 1,000 ranks, which is an insane amount of ranks for just a couple of weeks. The main reason that I have been ranking up very fast is because I have been playing the game a lot. I say this to a lot of people in my comment section. The best way to get XP and rank up is you just have to play the game a lot. And by playing the game a lot, I mean you have to be on the game every single day. I have been playing the game every single day for the past 2 weeks, and there is actually a reason that you should be on the game every single day, because you have an XP multiplier. So for any of you who are new to the game or don't understand the concept, Garden Warfare 2 has an XP multiplier sort of system, where when you start off the game you have times 1 XP. Now if you go to your quest board and pick up some quests and then you go ahead and complete them, not only do you get stars and coins for completing these quests, you also get these little marks that get you up and get your XP multiplier up. The highest XP multiplier you can get is times 2, so for example you could get a vanquish and that could give you 100 XP. Say you had times 2 XP, that gives your character double XP, so you could get 200 XP for one vanquish. And I think the XP multiplier really does make a difference, because I feel like I wouldn't be ranking up as fast as I do without the XP multiplier. So literally all you do, you can complete some really simple quests, as I have some footage right now for you guys of me completing a quest as the scientist. Very simple quest, just vanquishing plants with sticky explodey balls. Takes hardly any time, and I recommend doing a lot of these quests in the backyard, as it's very easy to do all of these quests in the backyard, because you can literally just open up the flag of power and play those sorts of games and use the abilities that the quests tell you to. So that's it for that tip for you guys. Hopefully that will help you as well. My next tip of this video is going to be the sensitivity of the game. So, if you guys have noticed, I have my sensitivity on my game turned up to the highest it can be. I have been playing the game for about 2.5 years, like the Garden Warfare franchise sort of thing. I've been playing with an Xbox controller for about 2.5 years. I have learned how to use the controller and aim with the controller, so if you are new to the game, I recommend having the sensitivity at about halfway, but it's just honestly personal preference. If you are playing the game with high sensitivity, I would say that is a good idea, just because I feel like I have way more control over the character and the aiming when my sensitivity is all the way up. So I'll give you an example here. The engineer is spinning around very fast, and that is literally just by holding down the right analog stick. Just by holding it down, it goes very fast. And if I was to turn down the sensitivity all the way back to like the bottom and then use the right analog stick, he would not turn very fast at all. So that's what sensitivity does. It does make a difference, okay? If you are good with an Xbox controller or a PlayStation controller or whatever controller you use, then that is a very good tip to have the sensitivity up. If you're a PC player, I don't think it really matters, because you have a lot more control on PC anyway, because you're using a mouse and keyboard, unless you actually want to use a controller on PC, which are not a lot of people do actually. Not a lot of people use a controller on PC just because they feel like they do have more control with the mouse and keyboard, which is very true. So yeah, that was the second tip of today. Another tip for ranking up your characters fast is playing the right game modes. So there are 2 game modes in Garden Warfare 2 that I recommend you play to get a lot of XP. These two game modes are Turf Takeover and Suburbination. So Turf Takeover, to start off with, is the game mode that is the most popular game mode in the whole game. So you're most likely going to get full games most of the time, so there's a lot more players that you can vanquish in that game, and plus the games are very long, so you can be ranking up your character and get them ranked up quite a bit in each game. As you will probably see here, I ranked up my sanitation expert all the way from level 1 to level 5 in just a quick 15-minute game. That's probably my top tip for playing, is just to play the game a lot and play a lot of Turf Takeover. My personal favourite game mode is Turf Takeover. I play it a lot, but you can play Suburbination, which is the next game I'm going to go on to in just a second. So yeah, I'll play a lot of Turf Takeover. If you're playing with me on Garden Warfare 2, the chances are I am going to be playing Turf Takeover. I know that some of the maps are quite boring and not as interesting. I just feel like I get a lot more XP in Turf Takeover than I would do in Team Vanquish or any other game mode apart from Suburbination. So the second game mode that I recommend you play is Suburbination. Suburbination is a game mode where you capture the points, and the first team to get enough score by having those points captured wins. So Suburbination is a good game mode to play for XP because of the fact that whenever you neutralize a zone, you get 100 XP, and whenever you capture a zone, I think you get 200 or 100 XP. So you can get lots of XP just by walking around the map without even getting any vanquishes. That's why I recommend Suburbination, and the games aren't too long either. You can probably rank up loads of characters, get loads of vanquishes as well, and they are on the Team Vanquish maps as well. It's designed for players to get vanquishes a lot, so that's a reason why Suburbination is a good game mode. The only reason I don't play Suburbination much is because I either get a little bit bored of the game mode, or there's just literally no one playing on the game mode, because Suburbination isn't the most popular game mode. I'd probably say that Team Vanquish is the second most popular, and I don't see too many people on that one either. The reason that I am on Turf Takeover a lot is because there's a lot of people in the game mode. The only problem with Suburbination is there's hardly anyone there, unless you're a popular YouTuber and you can literally fill up a game in seconds. Suburbination isn't full for most of the time. My next tip for this video here is going to be to use your abilities a lot. So, say you hated a certain character, and you hated it and you just didn't want to play with it, you couldn't get any vanquishes with it. My tip for that character would be just use their abilities. So, for example, I'm not a big fan of the Plasma P, just because I don't like his charged shots. They don't do too much damage, and you can get not too many vanquishes as the Plasma P. So, what I basically did to rank up the Plasma P, use his P Gatling. The P Gatling works for every single Pea shooter, and it doesn't change depending on what variant you are. The exact same thing applies to any character you're playing as. So for example, the Sunflower. I hate the Mystic Flower, but if you use the Sunbeam, it does the exact same amount of damage as it would do if you're playing as the Vampire Flower, for example. So the abilities that you do use can help you get vanquishes. I know that with the Rose you can slow down the players to help you get the vanquish, or with the Chomper you can use the Goop, or with the Cactus you could put down a Potato Mine, and that would still do the exact same amount of damage if you were like a really bad Cactus compared to, like, I think, yeah, the best one is probably one of, like, the Zen Cactus or something. The Potato Mine works in the exact same way. So that is another tip I have for you guys. Just use the abilities for the characters. Use them as much as you can, just because they work for the exact same for every single character. And it doesn't even depend on the variant. You can literally just use the ability and it won't really change the damage it does. If it's a really good ability, then that's good for you. So then you can use that ability for however long you are playing as that character. I'd also probably say this as well, when you're playing as a character that you're not really used to playing as, my tip for that is to find a way that gets you a lot of vanquishes. So I didn't really like playing as the All-Stars in Garden Warfare 1, and I didn't like playing as the Cacti in Garden Warfare 1 either. And my Cacti are literally all super elite right now. They're so close to being master, and that is because I have been playing the characters a lot. I found a way to get lots of vanquishes, and I feel like I should be using my abilities more, but I really don't. With the cactus, I just forget to use the drone a lot. But with the characters that you don't like playing as, find a way to get loads of vanquishes. So for example, the engineers, I like to stun the characters a lot with the stun ability, and then that will get them the vanquishes. Try and aim as well. Try to aim for the head of the plants or the zombies, as that does the critical hits and does the most amount of damage. So just find a good playstyle for each character. The all-stars, obviously, they're quite buff. They have a lot of health. So I would go in there and get loads of vanquishes, just go straight into the gardens or graveyards or whatever it's called and get loads of vanquishes. If you're an imp and you have hardly any health, the tactics for that would be just to jump around a lot and try and not get hit by the plants. So every single character has its own playstyle. Finding the playstyle for the character isn't too difficult if you can master how to use the character. I'm still trying to figure out how to use the rose because I'm terrible at the rose. But yeah, that is just another tip for you guys that you might want to use. So yeah guys, I think that is going to be it for my really quick top tips video. I've only got about 3 or 4 tips for this video, and I'm probably going to be making a more updated one in the future if you guys want to see a more in-depth one, if this one isn't like in-depth enough. I'm not really sure about any other tips I can advise to you guys apart from the XP grinding thing that's on YouTube, but I'm not going to go into like full details on how to do that because I'm never going to use that because I feel like it would be cheating, but you guys can do that anyway. But yeah, that is going to be it for my top tips video. If you guys did enjoy this video, please leave a like. They really do mean a lot to me. Subscribe for more videos because I am going to be uploading every day this November. And let me know if this did help you because that would be really cool. And I will hope we see you again next time. Have a good day everyone. Goodbye.